Hello scholars, my name is Tesla7 and welcome to Lore Recap. In this series we'll be summarizing older expansions and seasons to help catch you up on the story of Destiny. In this episode, we'll be starting with the original storyline of Destiny 1. Before we start, I should mention that whenever I say our Guardian, I'm talking about the player character. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. We start our story at the Cosmodrome, which is located in Old Russia on Earth. A floating sentient device imbued with the Traveler's Light, known as a ghost, revived our Guardian from the dead. We awoke with no memory of our past life, but as the ghost explained what was going on, it became apparent that a danger was lurking nearby. We worked our way through the Cosmodrome wall until we found an Arcadia-class jump ship, which the ghost got back up and running while we defended it from the Fallen. Once reactivated, we were taken to the last city. Once there, the speaker taught us about the purpose of Guardians and the struggle between the light and the enemy forces in Sol. We would then go out and explore the Cosmodrome, finding a wizard of the Hive which, as the ghost stated, came from the moon. So we ventured out to the moon to investigate why they were coming to Earth. Here we found a Hive database known as the World's Grave, and from the information inside, we learned that the Hive had been festering on the moon for hundreds of years in preparation to invade Earth, and that these plans were about to be completed. We would go on several more excursions to the moon in order to weaken them and hopefully put their plans to a halt. But during our campaign on the moon, we were contacted by a mysterious woman who, at this point, was referred to as the Exo Stranger. She claimed that there were worse enemies in the Hive, and that we should meet her on Venus. It was there that we discovered the Vex. When we found the Exo Stranger after defeating several Vex frames, she told us that in order for our traveler to heal after it was crippled during the collapse, we would have to go to the Black Garden and defeat its heart. The only ones who knew where this Black Garden was located were the Awoken in the Reef. With this lead, we headed to the Reef and made a deal with their queen, Mara Sov. They told us how to get the key required for the garden, and how to use it. In exchange, we were indebted to Mara Sov. She would call in this favor sooner rather than later, but that is a story for another time. After obtaining the key, we used it to open a Vex gateway on Mars. As we invaded the Black Garden, we slew countless ancient Vex until we got to the heart, a black liquidy mass of pure darkness. The subset of Vex in the garden, beings of causal logic, could not understand such a paracausal force. Therefore, they took to worshipping it. It took over powerful Vex and puppeted them to fight us, but in doing so, made itself vulnerable. We took advantage of this, killing the dark-infested Vex until the heart itself was dead. Upon leaving the garden, we were called back to the tower by the speaker, and the traveler was able to heal after being choked by the Black Heart for so long. And thus, our Guardian's legend began, and would only grow from this point on. And that'll be the end of the video. As always, my Patreon will be in the description below if you want to support this channel and help keep it ad-free. With that being said, I'll see you next time, scholars. Keep studying.